Hello, my name is Guillaume. I'm a Canadian pension actuary and the author of the Actuarial Excel Addin. The Actuarial Excel Addin adds functionalities to Excel workbooks to perform simple and complex actuarial valuation of pension plans and pension plan administration tasks like calculation of benefits, preparation of benefit statements, and preparation of annual statements. Since 2005, the add-in has been used by actuaries and pension plan administrators. Trial of the actual Excel add-in is available for free at the address appearing on screen. Welcome to this video, part of a growing series of tutorials. So let's turn off the camera and start the tutorial. I hope to see you there. Welcome to this tutorial on print the statement to PDF option. The option is available through the Actuarial add-in menu. On the left side, you have to print the statement to PDF. It's part of the three options where you can loop on data and either produce results with create the result sheets, like if you would be doing an actuarial valuation, for example, or print results on a one-by-one basis with the print the statements to PDF. This is very useful for the pension annual statement. So it all starts with the data sheet. You must first have your data in a sheet named data, and the first column must be named ID. Each ID must be specific, unique, and the rest you could enter whatever you want. Columns must be contiguous, no empty columns. It ends here, it ends with column G. If I would enter something here in column I, it would not be considered. So the first step was to create the input sheet. It's already done, and it's done with this option, create the input sheet option. And what it does, it isolates on a one-by-one basis every record of our data sheet. Here we have the record, the ID 14. But we can have, if we change 14 for 7, for example, we would have the record with the ID 7. And what's good with it is that each variable is named. Last name, first name, salary, age, service, and group. So now you could refer to these cell or variable with their name. So it makes the formula simpler. Next step in the process is the preparation of a calculation sheet. But you could name it whatever you want. The idea here is to do your treatment of members or records on an individual basis. Just for the purpose of the illustrations, I've calculated some simple accrued pension and future pension. You see it in the table here, A, B, and C. So the group A, group B, or group C. Pension formula would be different and normal retirement age would be different. Here we have David Gray and his group is C, so these parameters have been selected in the table. Next, I just reproduce the data from the input sheet, no treatment on it, and then I do my calculation. So I've calculated an accrued pension. So it's a 1.1% of his salary times his years of service, 32. And his future pension would be 0 because he's already 66. He's already past normal retirement age. If I change for another record, for example, 14, go to my calculation, you see here that the person is age 46. She's a Group B member, so pension formula is different, normal retirement age is different, and the accrued pension is 1.3% of her earnings times 19 years of service. And the future pension is 1.3% of her earnings times the year remaining until retirement. So for a total pension of 22,464. So this is just for the purpose of the illustration. You could do whatever calculation you want, commuted value of benefit, whatever. You could calculate a final average earning here. I just take the earning as is. So what's important to produce a statement is that you must have one variable name, RELV type, but you must have that variable name RELV type. I have it, it's B, and I just refer to the group here to make it simple. I refer to the group, but if the member is older than then his normal retirement age, like the case for Mr. Gray, then we just skip. So in the formula here, I either select group or I select skip just based on the retirement age. So Mr. Gray will be skipped. So to produce the statements, that's all you need. You need a variable name RELV type, and it refers to, if we go back to someone who is not skipped. So here it's B, and what will be printed for that specific case is statement B. And if it was a group A, statement A would be printed, and if it was a group C, statement C would be printed. So that's all there is to it, in fact. So going back to if I just print the statement to PDF, they will be printed on a one-by-one basis. But before I do that, I go through some optional parameters here. If you don't enter the optional parameters, what will be done, you will have one file with all the PDFs, one after the other, all in the same file. If you want to save individual PDF for members, then you have to have a variable named statement no or statement number. I just refer to the actual so here in my formula, my statement number is in fact the ID number. So you must have that statement, that variable name statement no, and then you could be more specific and enter in what will be the folder for the statement, the individual statement. Here I entered Arley, so all my statement will be in a subdirectory named Arley, and the base directory for the statements will be my workbook directory. That's the default. If I did not enter Arley, all the statement would be printed or saved in my default directory, which is my workbook directory. And the last variable you could name is statement year, and that specify, for example, if I'm producing statement at the end of 2020, I would enter 2020. The name of the individual PDF file will include 2020, so we would know which year has been produced. If you do not enter statement year, then the default would be the current year -1. Like today we're in 2021. If I did not enter statement year, it will still use 2020, the previous year. But let's say today I would like to print the 2019 statement, then I would need to specify it. So now we're ready. So the only thing you have to do now is click or on the button print the statement to PDF. Then a menu opens where you could select all records or a subset. I will click all record and continue. So we have a progress bar. It's finished. And when it's finished, it just opened in the file produced. So here I have the file for all my statement. Group, I have my first person, who is Black, which is a group, who is a group A member. Then I have a group B member, Richard Brown. I have a group C member, Laura Green, and a group B again, Ellen White. So all my statements are saved here. And if I go, so this is the directory where my workbook is, print PDF. And my global PDF file has been saved in that workbook and has been named the date of the day I produce it and the hour. So it was produced on September 3rd, 2021, and it was 11:30 in the morning when it was produced. Then I have also a folder named Statement Arley, and it indicates also the date and the hour of production. And if I go into it, I have the 4 statements that have been produced for my members. Statement 1 indicate the ID number 1 or statement number 1, statement 3, statement 12, statement 14, and you have the year. We specified a statement year of 2019, so it's indicated here with the date of production, not the hour now, just make it simpler, but the hour is saved in the folder's name. So if I click on one statement, I will have for the ID 12 only. So that's how it works. And the good thing about the individual statement is that the individual statement will be available for your website and could be identified with the ID number and the year. When you produce the statement, there's a worksheet that will be added, and you will have all the IDs that have been treated with the type of statement produced for that specific ID. So you have A, B, skip for that one, C, and B. So you could check after your procedure, after the statement to the PDF procedure has been completed, you could check, make sure that the right statement has been produced for the right person. I hope to see you soon. Bye.